Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sun. We have your Lord Venus in her home kingdom. You're finding this opening of the month to be very fortunate. If you have any fights with your partner at this time, which is possible, could be like your relationship feels like it hits a wall, you'll benefit from the sky in terms of lucky breaks with work. It means it demands immediate decision-making and action-taking power. And over the next 2 years, your work is the focus of your life, profound energy that may be difficult or may be transformational. I'm not sure which. So you might be getting in touch with some authority figures in the entertainment industry and email, phone calls, texts coming your way with information or news. Should I stay or should I go? Should I quit this partnership in love or business? Lunatic Astrology. Welcome, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sun. We're talking about April of 2026, which is a very positive month. We've left those eclipses behind. We have your Lord Venus in her home kingdom, bringing you some lucky money breaks, especially regarding your work and career matters, and finances looking on the up level for you. And it's also a month in which you might find a great deal of attention is being paid to your relationship with a significant love partner if you already have one. And that will take a lot of attention, but also offer up some superior blessings along the way. In today's video, we're going to go week by week through the month so you can take notes and know how to use this time map of astrology to time your best month ahead. And if you want to time your whole year of 2026 using the astrological time map, then please look no further than my 2026 individual 2.5-hour videos for your sign, or you can buy all 12 signs at the bundle and share with friends and family. And of course, listen for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So that time map is available for you as a purchase, as a fundraiser for equipment, staff, and a scholarship fund for students in my courses. So if you want to collaborate with me to succeed here, you can get the thing below, the All Signs bundle. And if you want to learn divine timing, astrology, I'm teaching my intermediate level 5-week class in the month of May. Come join me if you're already an intermediate student and learn some esoteric and ancient tools for timing your life. This is very cool tools that many people don't even know about. All right, so let's get started. Everything is in the description box under my video. Welcome here. My name is Lori Lothian. I'm a Western tropical zodiac astrologer. We are not talking sidereal. And I really suggest you cast your chart in whole sign houses, the ancient tool that allows for Time Lords to be useful to you. How to do that in my free video tutorial underneath the video. Let's get started. Let me show you the sky and let's roll through what I think for you with Venus in her glory as the Lord of your sign is going to be an extremely positive month ahead. So let's show you the picture of the sky and let's get rolling. Make it big and let's head into the story. So here you are, Libra. When we talk about sun and moon, we act as if the sun or moon is in the first house of a zodiac chart. That's called derived houses. This is a Libra moon that we're looking at because on April the 1st, you are blessed by a moon that's full in your sign. It'll happen around 12, 13 degrees of Libra. It's got superior blessings from Jupiter and from Pluto. So all said and done, a fulfillment moon. It braces you at the beginning of April. It is asking you to look at the ripening and harvesting and fullness of something you seeded October 21st of 2025 and a couple of weeks after that. It looks like any seeds that you planted were going to benefit you directly, right? So obviously it's your Libra Sun and your career and purpose, because the sun sign is the true you, but it represents career and purpose matters. And if it's a Libra moon, your home, emotions, and nest, blessings for you in a new beginning that started in October and fulfilling that home nest new beginning. And like my daughter's a Libra moon and she is moved into a new place just a few days ago. And there's a new beginning in a home for her. And also the Libra rising, your whole character is embracing the potential for a new self and a new beginning. So from last October, now the moon fulfills those seeds that were planted. One thing I think about this moon with Jupiter at the top of the sky, it could involve some really important and positive redirections connected to work, career, and reputation. And it could also open up the potential for you based on this fulfillment moon of something to do with romantic love, pregnancy, fertility, weddings, marriage proposals, and on we go. So if you're in an existing relationship, maybe you're going to get wed. If you're with somebody, maybe you're going to have a profound and transformational event connected to fertility, pregnancy, storylines, and even you might find yourself ostensibly finding a new love story coming off of this for single Libras. However, the one thing I don't like about the new love story for you is that if you're going to find somebody, it might be a work relationship. You're falling in love with somebody in the office and you have to keep it a secret. And that could be a story that could show up for you under the sky and under this fulfillment moon. And maybe you actually felt an attraction to that person back in the fall. So keep secret love stories in the office as a storyline on your notes to file. On the 1st to the 4th, I talk fast, slow me down on the playback speed. I would try to get everything you need to know in less than 30 minutes, which is impossible. On the 1st to the 4th of April, Mercury and Jupiter are in a trine relationship of lucky news and positive information. Nothing wrong with that. This is glorious. There's Mercury. There's Jupiter. You're finding this opening of the month to be very fortunate. It looks like good news connected to employers or employee situations, work and job. If you have employees, good news coming, prosperity and bounty and career success, connected to those people you hire as helpers and servants, or even to your own employment situation. So I would really encourage the beginning, the first 3 days of the month, if you're looking for a job and applying for work, it's a good day to take the job applications and go out there and hit the pavement in the first 3 or 4 days of April. Like, you'll benefit from the sky in terms of lucky breaks with work and employment and jobs. Okay. Sorry about that. Everybody went spinning ahead of me on me, and I didn't mean that to happen. One other thing about Jupiter and the story, it could be some really good news coming from a parent or father figure in your life. Again, someone just shoot me. It's going to be the first 3 days of April. On the 3rd and the 4th of April, Venus will square Pluto. Venus is squaring Pluto. What does it mean? It means that there's something profound and transformational to do with love or money, because Venus is in a money house or secret love relationships, and Pluto is about what is hidden in romance. If you're having a secret love affair, extracurricular marriage activities, for example, then this could really be going to intensify around this time. It could be profound. It could also be revealed, and the hidden secret love can show up. Don't forget, you've got Juno, the goddess of marriage here, and squaring Venus and secret love, and Pluto reveal what is hidden. There's intensity here. If it's about money, then it's about your investment monies and speculation and gambling monies, and some intense, profound energy that may be difficult or may be transformational. I'm not sure which. So we've got a vibe. It's not long lasting. It's the 3rd and 4th of the month of April. You begin to feel it building around the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. When we move to the 5th and 6th, the sun will square Jupiter. Jupiter is benefic in your career space and your reputation. The sun is in your marriage house, shining bright, exalted light. So an exalted sun and an exalted Jupiter are squaring off, because this has got positive planetary dignity. It's like a golden opportunity is emerging here. It can be a contract, an agreement, or a offer regarding something to do with work that you just can't believe how lucky you are. It could involve having to speak in front of people, influence larger groups, or could even be a elevation of success to do with pay raises or promotions at a level that you weren't even anticipating, a new level of authority in the work, and you've got some contractual light on the situation. I don't know. Sometimes this kind of sky could also be something good is happening for your significant other to do with prosperity. For your significant other, this could also indicate an inheritance from a father figure for a significant other in your life. Now, when we move past that whole story of April 1 to 7, we're going to now touch down on April 7th to the 14th. And the first thing I want you to notice is on the 7th to the 14th, Mars will sextile Uranus. Mars is visible Mars is here. He got visible as of March 17th. He's rising in your work house. And over the next 2 years, your work is the focus of your life. But if you want to watch my Mars rising video to find out why you and work become so successful in the next 2 years, you want to watch that video that came out in March, because it's really important. But here his Mars is rising. And 17th of March, he's visible and he's in his joy in your work house. It's called his joy house in ancient tradition. And I love that he sextiles Uranus. Look at that beautiful energy here. You're going to feel it most strongly as we sort of cusp in to around here. So we're already on April 6th, 7th, and 8th. An unexpected positive surprise to do with work and money. All right, an unexpected positive inheritance surprise that allows you to cut away and eliminate debt. An unexpected surprising chunk of money coming from your in-laws that help you with debt management. These are positive developments. You want to take action and decisions on it, right? Mercury keeps saying it's information, and Mars says you need to decide. So it allows for you to do that. This is also really good for you if you have any kind of desire to, let's say, secure a new rental property that you really love. And then all of a sudden there's some support financially for that. But for most parts, it's the first things I mentioned. So that's what we got for you. And then on the 12th to the 13th of the month, Venus brings some extraordinary blessings to you financially, most likely in a sextile to Jupiter. You know, the 12th to the 13th, let's take a look at this together. We're going to see that Venus is beaming a lot of love at Jupiter. In fact, you're probably going to feel it. That's when it's pretty exact on the 12th. It's building up here on the 12th. So let's go here. Let's talk about feeling the 10th. 11th, 12th, 13th of the month. Okay. So that's where Venus wants to bring some financial chunks of money in harmony with your career and reputation, and also connected very strongly to the work environment where you have a sacred flame of devotion around job, work ethic, employment, employer stories, and career. And even if you're not employed and you're retired or something like that, something good in your reputation, your money is happening here. It could be a refinancing, a bank loan, a mortgage change, but I don't know. Jupiter in the 10th house highlights career success along with the trine to the 6th house. Material prosperity, career, luck, opportunity, and chunks of money basically is what I'm suggesting here. Run with it. Two benefics, Venus in dignity in our kingdom of Taurus. Jupiter in his exaltation is extraordinarily positive, and that forms a very lucky miniature grand trine. So yeah, we like the vibe. Soar to new heights. Go for it. All righty. Let's see what else we're going to talk next about. There's a kind of like, if you're driving your car and your windshield is all foggy, right? You have to turn the defogger on. And that's what Mars can do when he penetrates the domain of Neptune. And that's going to happen basically here on the 12th of April. And Mars will penetrate Neptune, defog something that has been confusing you about your audience, your clients, your marketplace, your public from your career directions, or your long-term committed love relationship, if you have one. And so if there's been confusion in the life of your significant other, they're getting clarity. If you are confused about the nature of the relationship with a monogamous long-term partner, you're getting clarity. And it can also be because Saturn is here, you're being tested over the next 3 years anyway, 2.5 years, to secure a long-term relationship that's going to go the distance and it's going to last, and you're going to be continually tested by Saturn. So this is one of those things where some clarity is emerging. If you have a significant other dealing with addictions, there can be a turning point of containment of addictions in the life of a long-term love partner with greater success underneath the penetrating Mars, Neptune, and upcoming Saturn story. But we'll take a little bit more of that later. Let's move forward. It is on the 14th to the 21st that we have a lot going on. I can barely keep it all contained in one video, but let's try our best. Mercury brings positive, surprising news on the 14th of the month. Mercury will be at 27 degrees as we move towards that 14th. So you might see it building up on April 12th, 13th, 14th. And there is a sextile to Uranus. And there's a surprise because Uranus is always delivering the unexpected, shock and awe. And it has to do with chunky money. So we can do everything here from royalty income, bank loans, mortgages, money from investments, money from inheritance, money from the in-laws. Surprise! Connected to Mercury in a house of debt. Well, whatever the surprise is, it can be very good for rental property contracts and money, or debt elimination and money, or things to do with your work environment and money, like a massive performance review check, a sudden chunk of money that surprises you because you have been performing so well in your work environment and you are being rewarded by this performance. Okay. You've been devoting yourself. The Vestal flame is here to hard work. And now you're going to get some kind of reward for that. Some kind of sense of a chunk of money could come through on your sky under this light. You might even get a massive tax refund that you didn't expect as well under this kind of a sky. Now, Pluto and Mars make you unstoppably determined, or somebody else is unstoppably determined, because Mars is in the house of significant others. And this is Pluto. Now, you could find that your significant long-term love partner is able to be more artistic, creative, and entrepreneurial with a ton of strong chutzpah. However, Mars sextiling Pluto and Juno, basically, in your fifth house, and you're feeling this again, the 14th, 15th, 16th, around that time. I don't know, guys. It could be like you're going to find yourself in a situation where there's major life decisions being made by your significant long-term love partner connected to their own career and the gains of their career, or in your own life as a couple regarding romantic love, sex, and children. And all Mars is doing is saying we're taking a action plan and a decision direction together around the themes I've just mentioned. If your partner's changing their work, which can happen under the sky, new job, new position at work, then you're just there because this is going to power them up, cheering them on, giving them a hand clap before their success as they level up because of unstoppable, determined, powerful will into new levels of career achievement and wealth. When I look at the old 17th of the month, we see a new moon in Aries along with Mercury penetrating Neptune. Mercury, Neptune together is very mystical, but it's also very powerfully useful. It can be some information or insights or news coming through your significant, into the life of your significant other or into the zone of your marriage. Mercury could be some communication that's deeply unconditionally loving and spiritually awakened energies in how you communicate with a significant other. If you are looking at a practical level, Neptune rules glamour and Hollywood and movie making, and Mercury is information, and Saturn is authority. So you might be getting in touch with some authority figures in the entertainment industry, and email, phone calls, texts coming your way with information or news, that kind of thing. On the new moon at 27 degrees of Aries, we're going to talk next about the idea of a fresh start in your significant long-term love house, business partnerships, and sometimes the way you approach your audience and marketplace. If you have a new moon here and the moon is connected, of course, to a new beginning, the moon is the ruler of your 10th house, and the sun in the new moon is the ruler of your 11th house, indicating fresh starts in your career path, as well as in your long-term love relationship sector. With Mars in dignity holding strength in the house of long-term love, a new beginning doesn't have to be a new person, but it can be, or a reset button of profound power in the way you operate within an existing long-term love relationship, or in the way your partner is operating towards you. You know, you might find your partner in a long-term love is very pushy with Mars there, right? Mars can be, very pushy. Mars is going to be in dignity in this part of the chart, April 9th to May 19th. And your partner might be very much like my way or the highway, right? Like don't tell me what to do. But on the other thing, your long-term love partner can do with Mars there is be very ambitious and very driven for some kind of success in their life. So it has two sides to every coin, right? Sometimes it just means time apart because maybe one or two of you are traveling, but there's a long Mars journey here, April the 9th to May the 19th. If you have any fights with your partner at this time, which is possible, okay, the best time to smooth the waters of any disagreements with your long-term love partner is when Venus enters into Gemini, which is not going to happen until April 24th to May 19th, but that allows for you to smooth the waters in troubled waters in long-term love. Let's keep going and talk about the moon. It's definitely a powerful new beginning and a fresh start, and it's pretty well doing its own thing. Let's draw the moon into the sky. It's going to be I can't get it perfectly timed. It's going to be on the 17th at 27 degrees. Of course, if your Libra Sun, Moon, or Rising is near 27 degrees, 3 degrees on either side, it really does reverb as a fresh start, and it can be connected to love, romance, home, domicile, where you live for risings, and also your career path and a beginning of something profoundly new and very powerfully exciting with Mars in dignity and visible. And that will unfold 2 to 3 weeks after the new moon of April 17th. So put it on your calendar, but it has a long tail unfoldment of 6 months. And on the 18th and 19th of the month, Mercury will sextile Pluto. Mercury is Mr. Information and use and understanding, and Pluto is what is unseen and hidden or cloaked. So now you're going to dig below the surface to see something you didn't see, or something you didn't know can be revealed. Now, this is about a secret from your long-term love partner about sex, sharing secrets about romance and sex with romantic partners, or maybe something to do with a disclosure around fertility. Now, this could look like a discussion between you and a significant other whether or not to keep an unexpected pregnancy. And that would be Venus in the hidden house. Maybe your partner wasn't letting you know that she is pregnant. So there's weird stuff going on here that could look like disclosures of fertility stories coming to the forefront for some of you. And please trust me on that. The sky's very literal sometimes. It would be unexpected. No, neither one of you were planning on this. All right. And then on the 17th to the 20th, oh, and in your chart, this could be also collaterally connected to your grandchildren and your children, and news about grandchildren and children's stories that were unexpected coming through, revelations, etc. on the 17th. Sorry, on the 18th and 19th. At the same time, around the 17th to the 20th, there's a wall. Somebody's hitting a wall. It's Mars and collaborating or crashing into Saturn. Frustration is importantly understood as a Mars-Saturn collaboration. Inertia, when you want to move forward, this may not be about you because this is the house of a significant other, a client, a business partner, or your marriage type partner. And they may be hitting a wall, and they may be crashing into some unsustainability in something that they're doing. They could literally be hitting some kind of professional burnout. Mars is the exaltation lord of your spouse's 10th house, and they may just be hitting a wall, or they may be getting ready to quit or change their job, and it's a difficult turning point for them. Major decisions that have to be made for them in their life about the work they're doing in this world. So there's major intensity for someone else in your life at this time. It's probably not about you. And there is sometimes, it could be like your relationship feels like it hits a wall, that there's a turmoil and you want to move forward, but there's something that's holding it back with your significant other. Like you want to get married and they don't, and they're delaying the answer. Something is, hitting that space right here. All right, let's keep going. That only lasts from the 17th to the 20th, and then it's over. The 18th to the 21st, Mercury will bump into Mars after Mars is bumping into the wall. And so that's going to be like, okay, now that we hit this kind of intensity, look at that triple conjunction. You're going to find that now that you've got some information, news, or conversations with your business partner, client, audience, marketplace people, or your significant long-term love partner, that you're going to have the kind of hard conversations, the difficult conversations. And it has a bit of a, should I stay or should I go? Should I quit this partnership in love or business? Should I let this client railroad me into something or not? So there's this is the moment in time on the 19th of the month where you really have the difficult but profoundly positive conversation, because Mars is in dignity and the answers give you new directions and new clarity about which direction to go. In the partner's love story, if you're married or whatever with someone, then this is major turning point decisions in their life, likely connected to their work environment or to inheritance monies in their story. Okay. Either one of those could be true. Well, how about we talk about the last week of the month, the 22nd to the end of the month, the 30th. Venus is doing a lot of the action in that last part of the month, and she's in great dignity in your 8th house, which is chunky money. And don't forget, she has chunky money due and entered into that part of your chart to be blessing you on your finances or secret love stories. Take your pick. March 31st to April 23rd. But as we progress forward to the last of the month, she's getting ready to leave and take a break from the 8th house. So before she does that, she gets really revved up in a happy, last in a lifetime surprise on the financial front. Now, you've had these since 2019. Venus and Mercury were coming together here at least once a year on average, and you had unexpected financial surprises. This is an inheritance house. So it could be about inheritance money, family money, trust money, but it could also be about payoffs, commission checks, sign-on bonuses, severance packages, just chunks of money that surprise you. You could even win money off of this story. So you're coming into this like repeat, rinse, repeat of the last in a lifetime for another 70 odd years, surprise in your 8th house. And so it should be positive. It should feel relatively good, and it's unencumbered by any interference patterns from other planets. So get ready for a positive money surprise or a revelation of a secret. And so if anyone's having a secret love affair, there could be disclosure here for sure. Now, on the 24th to the 26th, the sun will square Pluto. The sun will be squaring Pluto. You see it building on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. Power struggles are quite common when this happens, but it can be power struggles involving money and children, money and romantic dating love type partners, money and entrepreneurial business endeavors, and some power struggle, some clash. The sun here could be somebody like an accountant or a financial advisor. And it could also be about struggles regarding money and investments and making decisions, especially if you have a collaboration around an investment as an entrepreneur or an artist. And there's definitely a tension here as well. We're going to notice that on the 26th to the 27th, Mercury squares Jupiter. He already trined Jupiter earlier in the month. Remember, that was on April 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Now he's going to square Jupiter. It's still positive. It just means it demands immediate decision-making and action-taking power on the 26th and the 27th of the month. Now, you'll notice we already have Venus moving into the sign of Gemini on April 24th, by the way, to May 19th. We'll get to that in a minute. And we'll see Mercury here and Jupiter here in a square. Pivotal turning point decisions and stuff based on career, reputation, and marriage. Now, this can be a marriage proposal. You're proposing or being proposed to. This could be also a major decision, turning point, negotiation connected to your career and an opportunity, and you're negotiating the deal legally. The terms of the opportunity have to be negotiated. It could even be an unexpected opportunity to be in a business partnership deal or collaboration, especially regarding entrepreneurial things. And there's a bit of a kind of a positive surprise about all of it, as well. Uranus on April 26th and Venus on April the 24th have moved into your 9th house. And for the next 7 years, all your surprises are up here. And this is excellent if you want to write books, book publishing, international success, working for international companies. It's going back to university or higher educational or going there for the first time. You get a lot of love up there, a lot of excitement with Uranus, a lot of game-changing shifts by Jove. And as we see Venus here, and we start to move into the last 3 days, 5 days of the month, Venus is going to form a beautiful sextile to and trine to Pluto and to Neptune. So look at this forming. Venus and Uranus flow to the Pluto and Juno, collaborations, agreements, marriages, business partners, especially entrepreneurial, flowing, see the flow to Saturn, consolidation, structure, Neptune, dreams become real. There's a lot going on here. It can look like an unexpected marriage proposal. It can look like an unexpected business collaboration. It could look like an unexpected opportunity connected to children and grandchildren, and maybe even unexpectedly discovering you're going to be a grandparent. Or you might have unexpected fertility stories emerging from this kind of sky. And I guess I'd say the good side of it is you'll be making some hard decisions based on whether or not you are going to have a child with someone, or you'll just be counseling your children who are having children around the unexpected emergence of a grandchild on the pipeline for you. And you might also have some really exciting luck. Venus is in a luck house connected to wealth, connected to significant people in your life. Venus rules inheritances and Venus rules your spousal in-law monies. So there is a chance this can translate to your significant other comes into some money that you benefit by, and it feels like good fortune and it has a good vibe and you're both very happy that you have the extra money. That's what I've got for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. You can find on my Substack, Pluto Chronicles magazine, weekly newsletters delivered to your box every weekend about world astrology, and it's free, and I can be unplugged over there. You'll find that on Patreon, I'm teaching 4 Zoom calls a month, tier dependent. Come join me in small, intimate group calls, and we understand astrology more deeply, learn new tools, and do Q&As. Come check me out as well on this members only platform for a mere $3.50 American a month. You're going to get a lot of content no one else sees. I'm unplugged. I do occasional live stream mini readings and more. So you also get access to Chiron, the Key to Purpose, and Chiron for Life timing cycles. You join for $3. You could unjoin, but you get to keep the product because you will be able to see it and learn from it and then move on. So that's what I've got going. Don't forget, this channel thrives and survives because you guys do all of the heavy lifting. You share, you like, you subscribe, and that keeps this channel alive. So please do all of that. I would so appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video series.
Lunatic astrology.